friends, it's Nancy. It's Friday night. What an exciting day I've had today. Um, I was at work this morning and all of a sudden I started getting messages on my phone, which turned out to be comments on this channel with messages that, oh, Diane H sent me. And that's when I realized Diane had filmed and put up a flip through of one of my journals. So I immediately shut my office door so I could watch the video. I only had to stop it twice. I don't even know what to say. I was just so pleased and so grateful that she enjoyed it and grateful for the attention. Um, uh, Diane is somebody whose videos I never miss. I always see every video and enjoy watching her create, and I really enjoy her voice and oops, I can't even say it. Her intellect, you know, clearly a very smart and educated woman. Love you, Diane. Thank you so much for your ongoing support and encouragement. So I left work a little early today and did a little thrifting. So I thought I'd do a haul and show you what I got. I haven't sorted through any of this. I just kind of dumped it on the desk, and I'll just grab this cardboard box so I can put stuff in the box as we work our way through, and then I can sort it out and put it away tomorrow. So I went to I call it the Weigh and Pay. It's actually the MCC Resource Center, and they had almost half the store was all Christmas stuff today. And it was, they had cookies and cider, and this looks like it's been cut off somebody's hem. The reason I got this bag wasn't so much for this kind of lace, even though, look at that, it's got hand stitches. Somebody must have pulled their lace off. It was this one here that I liked. So this has come off of, it's quite a big piece, so maybe a tablecloth, or I think it's a round tablecloth. So I'll have to unpick all those stitches, but look at that. It's beautiful. Not so much that stuff. Little applique here. Wonder why that's red. It's weird. This one, again, the only thing I wanted out of this was this lace, and look at that. Hand crocheted, and it's got these bows worked through it in filet crochet. That's beautiful. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, what's this? I might press that and see if it's interesting. It's also hand crocheted. But I don't think, I think these are too big for my purposes. Yeah, I don't like them as well. So everything else will probably go back. I got this big piece of lace, and it's a gorgeous color, sort of a pale honey color. That's going to be great. The only thing I wanted out of this one is this, and like, oh, it says thank you. There's this lace. I don't know how I feel about it. That'll probably go back. It was this green ruffled stuff that I wanted. Anniversary, you. I think those can probably go in the garbage. I'll just take care of that right now. But I did like this ruffled ribbon. That will be going into some journals. Just a bag of tags here. Oh. Somebody was making something. So there's these little tags. Oh, it says for you. It's been stamped. So those are cute. Cute, cute. And I got some vintage Christmas tags. These ones don't have a barcode on them, so they've got to be a bit of an age. I like these ones. And I got 2 packages of these ones. I think these are a little newer. This is some vintage seam binding. I'll take that upstairs and wash it. This is just an envelope from a Simplicity pattern. It's vintage. 1969. 50 years old. Here is another seam binding that is vintage. This is just the wrapping from cable cord. I will reinforce this and make a little booklet out of it. Seam binding. This is some memo book memo book filler. With really great lines. This is an account book, and I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it's all very nicely aged already. This is a trip book, and in the middle it has little maps. Isn't that neat? So this has signatures, so I think I can pick out the thread and tear it apart. I don't know if you've ever seen these before. This is it's a baby bonnet made out of a handkerchief. So you just take off the ribbons and pull out a few threads, and it becomes a handkerchief. And then there's a little poem here about how this bonnet magically becomes a wedding hanky. So I'll be picking that apart. This is washi tape. I want these 2. I don't know about these 3, 4. I don't know what that is. I can go in the garbage. But I wanted these 2. So chuck that in the washi drawer. That's right behind me. Here's a McCall's pattern. 1959. That's an oldie. Isn't that cute? And it has a little pattern to make a doll. This is 5.5 inches across, 8 3/8 high. This is just plain paper, vintage. Look at these little napkins. Again, there's no barcode on this, so this is older, and they're about 3 1/4 inches, 3 3/8 inches square. Super cute. Look at this teeny tiny little doily. Isn't that gorgeous? And I got a bunch of these little envelopes. So these ones are on the small side. 2¼ by 3½. So I had a stack of those. And then I got these craft colored ones that are slightly bigger. So maybe 2½ by 4. Got some vintage little gift cards. It says printed in England. There's 3 of those. And this is an older Christmas card. This is an address book. I could tear that apart and tea dye some of those pages. Oh, this I thought was really neat. So this was $20 at 10,000 Villages. And they're little metal reindeer. This one is made out of a Coke can. And I think this is a Sprite can, but they're little reindeers. They're super cute. I wonder if it says what country they were made in. Kenya. So 10,000 Villages, if you're not familiar with that, it's a shop where they purchase items that are made in developing countries. And it provides people in those developing countries with an income. And sometimes they have really interesting things. But, I mean, this was 88 cents a pound, so, like, maybe that's 1.5 ounces. I paid almost nothing for them. And they're just so cute. These aren't very old, but I liked the shape and color. This is a miniature tree ornament. I think it's just cardboard. And it's just, yeah, it's just a little cardboard ornament. Weird. There's a little lace applique. This is a little piece of card that would be in the end of a skein of crochet cotton. Got this mini rickrack that's all shiny and gold, and a whole box of vintage invitations. I bet you there's 20 in there. And it says Red Farm Studio, lithographed in Canada. The envelopes are in there as well. And the inside it just says time, date, place. Thought those were really cute. It's too bad it doesn't have the lid. Just a vintage notions card. And I got a whole bunch of old scrapbooking stuff. So this is stuff I had 15 years ago. These are little envelopes, vellum envelopes. Those are vellum envelopes. Some stickers. 1920 stickers. These are rub-ons. And I got this envelope full of, well, I added some stuff in here just to keep it from flying all over the place, so we'll go through that first. This is mini 6x6 sheets of paper. stickers. This is Vintage Sewing Notions. I'll take this apart carefully and toss out the patches and then turn that into something. Here's a little card from a bookstore in St. Catharines. Some stickers. 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 These are rub-ons. Got this piece of lace. More stickers. This one has coins and stamps and tags. Look at the little glasses, aren't they cute? Little journaling spots, yes. And these are cut and tear outs. So they can be torn or cut. Oh, here's some more stickers. Sewing Notions. Another little pair of glasses. Well, that one's the same. The Journey. Those are stickers. I wouldn't have got those on purpose. Oh. Gift wrap. Oh, this looks like a page kit. Well, that's kind of cute. I can tear some of that apart. Oh, here's another one somebody made. It says A Moment in Time. It has a button. Got a couple of buttons. And the rest of these are all pretty neutral. Looks like somebody maybe was working on a family tree or something. But these are all in the neutral. There's some pink and green. That's pretty. So I was happy to find that. Oh, this has got some cute die cuts. I like that. I didn't even just look at this when I bought it. I just, ooh, grabbed it. Did you figure if I paid $1 for all of this? Maybe. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that paper. Maybe I paid $1 for all of it. And if I just use a couple sheets, so be it. Works for me. Oh, there's a kitty. Whoop. Better move you guys. That's pretty too. So it's nice that there's like doubles of some of them, because then I can use them for, you know, the end papers in journals. There's that rose one again. Ah, that's nice. Please have two, please have two, please have two. No. Rusty Pickle. That used to be a really good paper 15 years ago. I think I showed you that frame, right? Then I got this book. It's a machinery handbook, but it has really great pages. All these numbers, tables, and then, ooh, isn't that cool? This is from 1957, and it's got almost 2,000 pages. This is a music book. I do not need any more music book, but I got this one because it has the silhouettes in it. And look at this one, and the two kids pulling the Christmas cracker. I think the silhouettes are awesome. Look at the squirrels. There's a song called Black Squirrel. Iris and Lilacs. Here's Jack Frost. Santa Claus. So this is from 1936. And I got a whole bunch of these Reminisce magazines. They're awesome. Because you can find some really interesting images. Let's grab the Christmas one. Look at that. Happy New Year. And there's a vintage image of a kid looking in his stocking. Wedding video. Oh, is that JR? Yep, Larry Hagman. Look at that old Christmas decor. So all of them are just chock full of vintage pictures and images. Oh, look at the kids. Here's Ralphie. Ralphie and that awful Santa Claus. Look at that. So those will be, I'll take those upstairs with me too. I'll rip them apart tonight. I got this golden guide, and it's not butterflies or insects, it's cats. How cool is that? So some of them are illustrations. A lot of them are illustrations. Some are photos. Well, these aren't photos, that's art. Cats and superstitions. There's big cats and domestic cats. So that was a good find. I've never seen this one before. I'm a mama kitten. I thought this was an interesting book. It's 366 pages. So it has old photos, and then it tells you what it says on the back. Don't you think this is the best picture I ever had taken? I think my face is so natural, and the face has been torn out. And here, you would squint your eyes. And she's squinting. Open your eyes and see the birdie. At the beach. I'm not as fat as I look here. It's the terry cloth pajamas over my bathing skirt plus plus wind. This is Anne in her $50 gabardine suit that her dad gave her. She gets sweeter all the time, but no thinner. Oh my goodness. Look at that, wearing a towel. Miss Hicks in her air raid outfit. Killed by Indians, David Klein. I'm going to have fun looking at that. You can see Cecilia can't smile too good with her stitches in her lip. So I'm going to enjoy this. And last but not least, oh, I've got lemons here too. This music book, and it's old, 1871. And there's a ton of pages in here, 300. 320 pages. And look how aged it is. And they're not bad shape. Like, that's not brittle. Isn't that neat? I'm so glad I got this. Eleanor. Okay. Oh, I got these little booklets too. I've never heard of this before. I think there's 4 different ones. Pumpkinhead. And they're Christmas booklets. This one's from 1950. So it was given out at Christmas time from the Eaton store. So that one's 1950. This one's 1956. There's Santa and elves. And $1954. There's another Santa Claus. And 1949. And it says, this is one of the books Santa Claus gives every child who sees him at Eaton's in Toronto. To Linda from Uncle Bill, Christmas 1949. So the kids would go to the Eaton's mall, or Eaton's department store. I say mall because the Eaton Center, but it definitely wasn't the Eaton Center in 1949. And you'd see Santa Claus, and Santa Claus would give you this book. Isn't that great? Got some linens. These trumpety bits, I don't think they are going to flatten out. So I'm going to have to see if I can cut them out so that I can use these red and green bits in journals. Here's another really great one. I like this. All hand crocheted, hours and hours and hours of work went into that. Here's a raggedy old hanky. Got a couple of raggedy old hankies. That one, this one, oh, it has beautiful little tatted trim on it. I mean, those knots are so tiny I cannot see them. That's beautiful, and it's in lovely shape too. This one's a printed one. Doily, there's 2 of those. I like sort of like this fan shape. I think that would look nice in a corner on a page, or maybe in the top corner is a sort of a tuck spot in the corner. This one has got holes and stains, but it's a dear little thing, isn't it? This one has pretty baby blue trim. So I will be removing that from the edge of this. And one little embroidered one, and I thought that would be cute if I turned that down and then adhered that into the corner of a book and used it as a little pocket, or I could even just do it straight on. So that's my thrift haul. What's this say? Port Thrift Linen and Lace. They wanted $3 for this at one point. Anyway, so thanks so much for stopping by and watching my video. If you were sent here by Diane, welcome, welcome. And if there's anything you saw in this video that you have some information about or memories about, let me know, especially if you were one of those kids that got a Pumpkinhead book from Santa. I'd really like to hear about that. And I will be tucking myself into bed tonight and flipping through these books and doing some cutting. Thanks so much again for watching, and we will talk to you soon.